What's going on, guys? Kai here, back with another Etheria restart video. I've done mainly updates on my free-to-play account, as well as events and patch notes, which we've had a lot the past couple of days. But we're back on the main account, and I want to do a quick video for you guys. So I'm getting a lot of questions on Discord and things like that about what's the, you even see it in the chat all the time, what's the build for this character. And I don't want to just give you a list that you can just be like, oh, that character builds that thing. I want to tell you the things that go into it, so when you look at a character you can figure out what you're looking for. So really there's going to be a couple types of damage that we're going to be seeing. So if we see on most characters' abilities, you will see just damage. So when it just says damage, as you see, Viper swings dealing 2 hits of 110% damage. That is based on attack. Then we have other characters that, like here, who say, he's not a great example. He does bonus damage based on things, but I want to show you the ones that just defense. Where's the other? No, he's a good example. So as we see right here, 160% of his defense to enemies. Defense obviously lowers damage coming in, but some characters are able to deal damage based on defense. So a character like Holden here isn't going to benefit from attack boosts. He will benefit a lot from defense boosts, especially a character like Freya, who will give defense boosts to the team but also give a damage amp to the team, as well as damage received up on the enemies. Really things that are obvious that kind of roll together there. And also the third type is if they add something else. So the two that are easiest to think of are ones like Ren the Abound, who does bonus damage based on speed, as we see right there. Another one is going to be do a shoe right here on his basic, which is bonus damage based on every 10 points of speed, more damage. So he's going to want a lot of speed, obviously, to move faster, but also damage is going to go up because of said speed. So this is primarily what you want to look at for your damage characters. What damage are they dealing, and ignore what isn't helping them. Now another thing is with support characters. They obviously want speed, right? A great example is going to be one right here, Valerian. She is a LD unit, but she's also a 4-star SR unit. So easier to get, but just a great example here. So she's a support. You're obviously going to want her fast as well. But she is going to want HP and doesn't care about her damage. She also, you want to be on a lookout for that red text debuffs that you put on your enemy. Characters that have debuffs that you care about. This isn't a great example of this specifically, but if she had more debuffs on her kit, then we would want a lot of effect accuracy to make sure it happens. Just a character that really wants a lot of effect accuracy that you'll see a lot is Kraken. Another one that's kind of killing PvP right now, Obal, however you want to say it. All he does is dots, CC, and strips, so he's going to want a lot of speed and accuracy. Now, how you decide on that, this is primarily so far what stats to look for here. The left side are guaranteed attack, HP, defense, but right side you're able to do more options, as you see right here, to do attack bonus, defense bonus, crit rate, crit damage, effect accuracy, and effect resistance. You can't get speed on a main stat, but speed is obviously one that you're looking for. I'll be doing individual guides on equipment and stuff in the future, but this is just a general overview of what, when you look at a character, what makes them good and what you want to be looking for. Now, two things that go into your build, and that is going to be the shells, the minions, summons, whatever you want to call them, and the gear. So we'll look at both real quick. If we go to Chico Ring, to archive, matrix. So here are all the damage gear types. There's 6 of them. You start only being able to get Onslaught. Then you're able to get Harvest and Fury, and then Momentum and Keen Eye. Fury Edge is only from Inferno levels, but only has the 6 requirement. I'll touch on that in a second, but that's the last one to get onto. So, as you see, these are very interesting ones because they get effects at 4, 8, and 12. As you see, 4 set is 10%, 25%, 45%. When you're doing these bosses like you see Terramatan right here, the normal, hard, and nightmare, as well as hell 1 and 2, you can get 1 or 2 symbols on the gear. Hell 3 and 4, you can get 3 symbols on it, so getting those 12s become a lot easier. But as you see, Harvest and Fury give less attack but have bonus effects. As you're getting into the game, these are definitely ones you want to go for. Fury wants that crit damage. Harvest, ignoring some defense, really for the one-shots. And then we get into, so those are 8s, and then we get into the 12s, which are Momentum and Keen Eye. These are very much crit based. As you see, one's crit rate, one's crit damage. As far as equipping your character, because you have 6 slots on the character and you have 3 slots on the shell. So that's 369, 369, 369. 27 points. So if you have these two, 12 and 12, that's 24. That's not enough to get a full Fury Edge. That's not enough to get, that's only 3 left, not enough to get any of them. So really, to get a full best in slot, it's going to be a 12, an 8, and a 6, the Fury Edge on the end, once you're able to get Inferno down. What's also interesting about these have obviously some really great stats, crit rate, crit damage, but you can't have 2 pieces of the matrix on. I think I can show you that. Inventory, modules, filter, where's it at? Fury Edge, already have one on her. So if I show you do her module, Fury Edge, I can't put a second piece because it says limit exceeded. But it requires 6 to get the full effect, right? If we click here, click there, it says 6. The other 3 would have to come from your shell, which shells are going to be a totally separate thing. I'll show you in a minute. But if we go archive, matrix, these are for our damage dealers. HP healing, also similar thing. It's really going to be across the board. 12, 8, 6. A lot of healers like going for some defensive shield instead of Wellspring, which is just HP. Generally, we're looking at Cure, Evoguard, and then one of the defense shield or speed, skill, or special control. We don't generally, even as the healer class, do Wellspring because just the HP isn't the greatest. Defense, this will primarily be for the characters that deal damage based on defense. Breakable's not great. Bramble on a character like Vice that we showed you before, 10% defense, but also when they're hit, 25% chance to counterattack. And his all counterattacks use skill 1, and his skill 1 taunts. So they attack you, bam, now you're taunted. Also, we want to notice when you're looking at all these like special effects, you want to look at all of them. So a great one here for one like Vice. If I was building a Vice right now, I would use Bramble. I would also use Coloss Guard right there, defense, effect resistance. But I would come, sorry, no, I would prefer, we would like Bramble, and then we would like Swift Smite all the way at the end, right there, as well as, where's it at? There was the one if hit. Right there, Strife. The third one right there. Bonus defense, and after being hit, get turn meter. So they hit us, we get turn meter, and we get more taunts. And when Vice hits people with taunts, he's obviously recharging his second skill, but he's also triggering his passive, putting heals across the board, which is very, very powerful as well. It also shows you at the top up here what shells can get this on it. So like I said before, with Fury Edge, it's only from Inferno, like I said, and those are the only 5 shells that can have it as a stat on it. So you get the drop that has 3 on it, and then you get a shell that has 3 on it, and that's going to be the 6 for Fury Edge. A lot of characters, you're going to be able to just do, oh, this says crit. I like momentum a lot on most of my crit characters. But on guys that do multiple hits in a turn, like Yelly, I like Keen Eye as well. And then you really want to take this 8-12-6 mentality, and that's really what we're looking at to min-max our builds. But you don't have to be so cookie-cutter on which thing. Like, just because we're using a damage character doesn't mean the 12-8-6 has to be from the attack category. You could grab, like I said, with the defense character, I can grab Strife right here, which is speed slash skill cooldown, but it also gives me that defense from over there. It's in this because of the effect giving you that. Bulwark, if you're using a character that really needs to get their ability off, I was able to cheese Sharon with Bulwark because most of the damage that comes in is from the poison, and Bulwark is really great there. I mean, obviously, 35% speed. You can't really beat Speed Rush, especially Speed is king. But a damage dealer might want Swift Raid, right? Speed and attack. I use Time Weave on a lot of characters. Effect accuracy, characters that need to land their skills, I use Time Weave. Kraken, a ball, Kloss, they all 3 love Time Weave. Effect accuracy and start of turn, 35% to reset, reduce cooldown by 1. This I did this the other day in live PvP with Kraken. AoE freeze, and then single target freeze, trigger Time Weave, trigger my shell. I'm ready to AoE freeze again, and my opponent instantly quit. But that's it, guys. Definitely could do character by character, but we would be here a long time. Things like Battle Wit right here aren't the greatest in late game or PvP, but in progression, when you're trying to sneak some wins that you shouldn't win, if you lose a match and exit, you lose a stamina. But if you just lose the match and reset it, you don't lose any stamina. You could do the same match over and over until RNG goes your way. If you're trying to clear the next level of something, and you have something like a Yelly, a Dating, a character like that, even Leanne, who does the bonus damage and healing herself when she does her basic attack, a battle will allow you to clear some things that you really shouldn't be able to do. Let me know what you guys think down below. Till next time, guys.